Rwanda-backed rebels have taken control of Bukavu. This marks the second major city occupied by the M23 group. The Congolese government acknowledged the occupation on social media. They stated they are working to restore order and territorial integrity. Bukavu is home to approximately 1.3 million residents. The M23 rebels claim they are there to assist the population. They aim to restore security after the city was abandoned by government forces. The Congo River Alliance, which includes M23, confirmed their presence in Bukavu. They stated they are addressing security challenges from the old regime. The rebels reported little resistance from government troops. Many soldiers fled alongside civilians as the rebels advanced. The M23 is one of over 100 armed groups in Eastern Congo. This region is rich in minerals critical for global technology. The United Nations estimates around 4,000 Rwandan troops support the M23. This ongoing conflict has displaced more than 6 million people. It has created the largest humanitarian crisis in the world. Bernard Mahesha Biamungu, a leader of the M23, spoke to residents in Bukavu. He described their living conditions as a jungle. He promised to clean up the disorder left by the previous government. Some residents expressed frustration with the government's inaction. One local, Blaise Biamungu, noted the absence of loyalist forces. He questioned if the government would act only after more towns were taken. Analysts suggest the M23 may be seeking political power this time. This differs from their brief seizure of Goma in 2012, after which they withdrew. The conflict has deep ethnic roots. The M23 claims to defend ethnic Tutsis in Congo. Rwanda alleges that Tutsis face persecution from Hutu groups. Many Hutus fled to Congo following the 1994 genocide in Rwanda. The Democratic Forces for the Liberation of Rwanda militia formed from these fleeing groups. Rwanda asserts that this militia is integrated into the Congolese military. However, the Congolese military denies this claim. The current leader of the M23, Corneille Nangaa, is not Tutsi. This change gives the group a more diverse image. Previously, the M23 was seen primarily as a Tutsi defending group. President Félix Tshisekedi of Congo warned of a potential regional conflict. His government claimed Bukavu remained under their control. Congo's forces in Goma are supported by South African troops. In Bukavu, they receive support from Burundian troops. However, Burundi's president suggested they might not retaliate in the ongoing conflict. The situation was discussed at the African Union Summit in Ethiopia. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres warned of the risk of regional escalation. Despite the escalating situation, African leaders have been hesitant to act decisively. They continue to call for a ceasefire and dialogue between the parties involved. The complexity of the conflict requires careful consideration. The international community watches closely as events unfold. The situation in Bukavu reflects broader regional tensions and historical grievances. The future remains uncertain as the conflict evolves.